What's up, YouTube? This is the Roman Atheist here, Romanist Atheist, and welcome to, I think it would be
another
this
video.
month's, this
And
week's video,
welcome
but this
to
month's, Stupid
just kind of
Things
more of
Christians
a
Say to Atheists. This
well, all
time,
of my videos
I'm
are
going to be
rants, so
reading
I
a
guess this
short
is also a
passage
rant,
from
maybe,
World
but it ends
Religions,
with a
A Voyage of
question. So I hope you
Discovery,
guys are ready
from
for
St.
that. And
Mary's
I'm
Press. I believe
still
it is by
not gonna edit these because
Gregory
I'm
L.
lazy, and
Slobowski.
that's probably why I only have
This is
32
a
subs.
textbook that I have
And
to
yeah.
read in my World
Anyway,
Religions
I've
class right
seen some
now.
interesting stuff recently on
It's
the
very riveting.
on the interwebs.
Before
In
I
fact, I think
read
Mr. Atheist
certain parts, I
released a
don't think I'm
video
going to read
about
all
this,
of
but
it.
I'm going to be more
Well, of course
broad
I'm not
and
going to
talk
read
about
all
a
of it
lot of
because this is a
stuff.
long
But
book.
this is
It's
kind of the
like
catalyst that I'm going on.
over almost 300 pages.
Today, Mr.
Um,
Atheist, this is Tuesday.
but
This will be
I
coming
mean,
out on Thursday.
it's a long book to read in a video.
He released
But
a video
I'm going to read part of
on
the
1 million
section
mobs.
on
A
secular
scam
humanism, and then
organization
that'll
that's
kind of
trying to get
lead into what I'm
people
going to
to be
talk about.
anti-gay and companies to be
So just
anti-gay and
before
all
that, they
that.
talk
And they
about
got mad
traditionalism,
at
fundamentalism, and liberalism.
the Hallmark Channel for having a
And pretty
gay
much
ad, but it was
where
really just
it
an
goes
ad
from there
about
next
weddings, and
is
at the
if
end, it
fundamentalism
happened to
is
be a
traditional
lesbian couple,
at its extreme,
which is great.
its
But 1
liberals
million moms
counterpart
didn't think so. They
is
sent in a
secular humanism.
petition, and they were like, "Oh yeah,
And then it
well
goes
we
into what
1
the
million
worldview is.
people
It
are
talks
like, well
about
this is a
how
horrible idea."
basically the worldview
So they
is.
so
I'm
Hallmark
going to quote
Channel
it some more
decided, you
actually.
know what, this ad
The
doesn't fit our
worldview that
policy,
ultimately values
even though there are
the
examples of
worldview that
straight
ultimate value is
ads with straight
grounded
couples at the end of it that
entirely
they've had
in
on the site,
the
not on
human
the site,
realm
on
is
their
not in the
Hallmark
divine
Channel,
or supernatural.
which was
So
a sign of
basically, it's
hypocrisy.
saying that
And
secular
1 million
humanists or
moms was
secular
threatening to
humanism,
boycott, but
first of
then they
all, it's
got rid
arguing
of
that it's a
this. But now
religion
with
which
this
I
new hypocrisy, the
disagree with.
LGBTQ plus
But
community got mad because
it's saying that it's
some
entirely
group
in
got an
the
article,
human
which
realm,
rightfully so. I'm not
which
trying to be
I would agree
condescending.
with, but that's how
There was
the
anger,
world
and
is,
then
I guess.
as of pretty
There's
recently, Hallmark reversed their decision and
sorry,
said, "Oh
I'm
yes,
blanking a little bit.
you can run your ads here
It
again."
argues that
To
there's another
whoever did it,
passage
it
I
was
might
like
read. The
Zillow or
strong
something,
ethical
which is
interventions
all good.
motivate
But
secular humanism with a
what both
rejection of the
sides were
belief in
threatening
the
because of this
divine,
was
not
boycotts.
believing in the
And
supernatural assistance
boycotts are an
either
interesting
in
phenomenon
this life
because,
or the afterlife leaves all
like, do they
responsibility to the
work?
caring for
Now,
human
I think they work
species
because
with
companies
humans
are
themselves.
profit motives.
So
But
basically, the
when
part that I'm
someone
going to
actually
argue is
does
with
the
the first bit
boycott,
that I read.
do they
I'm
work?
putting
Maybe
some
that's a
more
better way
of that
putting
in
it.
as context of a little bit of
Because
what the passage
boycotting,
says. If you want to
claiming and
know,
yelling for a boycott doesn't
I
do
told you
anything.
already the book title and stuff, but I'll give you the
What
page
does
number
do
just so you
something
guys
is when
know.
people
It's
actually start boycotting,
271
which is a
under
lot
the
harder to do. Because
the header, not the header,
it's a lot of work to get people to stop doing
chapter of
something that they consistently do.
religion in the modern world.
Like,
My
for
apologies,
instance,
and it
climate
is on
change is a
page
really,
271,
really
I
big
believe I
deal.
mentioned,
And I
and it
know
falls
that.
under the category of secular
But
humanism, right under
I still
liberalism.
want to do things
So
like
if you
have
find that book and decide
electricity
that's where you want to read it,
and
that's where you'll find it. It'll have all the information. I
wear
don't even know
clothing
if
that
there's
has
like an
oil in
online
it. And
textbook.
both of those things,
It's
at least in
It's
my
printed
area,
out of Winona,
create
Minnesota.
a lot of pollution. But I still do those things.
So yeah,
Which
but the part I want to
shows
talk
that
about is,
I don't
I'll read it again.
my
If
hold the
fundamentalism
environment
is
as high of a regard
traditionalism
as I
at its
should.
extreme,
Like, for
then
instance,
its
if I
liberal
was
counterpart
truly,
is
well,
secular
I
humanism.
care
So
about the climate.
basically,
I just don't.
what the
But
book is arguing
I
there
don't
is
want to
that
do things like give up
secular
meat. Like,
humanism
I'm
is
not a
on the same
vegan or a
level
vegetarian, even though that would
as
be much better for the environment. And I
fundamentalism,
understand there's even some
because
hypocrisy in me advocating for that type of thing.
I'm blanking. This
So
is not
the
the only time
question
I've ever heard
is
this argument, which is
that
why I'm
I'm
saying it's
attempting to bring forward
stupid
here
things
in not a
Christians say
very
to
good way,
atheism, and that stupid thing
is
is,
can we
well,
effectively
atheists are no
boycott
different
stuff
than
to move
fundamentalists,
forward in our
and basically
goals
what
in
they're
this country
arguing
and in
is
the
that
world,
there's like a
in things like
horseshoe
climate
type
change and equal rights for
thing where right in the
LGBTQ
middle
plus
there's like moderate
people and
Christians, and then you get
a whole
fundamentalists on one
host of
side and
things,
then
right?
atheists on the other side, or in this
Can
case
we
secular humanists. But they're really
effectively
talking
do
about
that type of thing?
they're talking about
Because
secular humanists, but
Although
only
many of
mention of
us are
like
supporters
any
of this community, are
atheistic
we able to give up our favorite
like
things?
mainstream system,
Like, for
and
instance, with Chick-fil-A.
that kind
People
of
who
leads
really like
to
Chick-fil-A, and then they found out they
where
donated
this
to
is
anti-gay
their
stuff. And this was a few years ago.
this is their only
They're
mention
like,
of
oh,
any like
well,
secular
I
or
should really
atheist
boycott
worldview
Chick-fil-A now.
so far in our
But
learning. I might
some
not
people
miss the
didn't
entire
do that
thing
because they like their chicken. I don't
because we
understand why.
have
I think
a
it's
few pages left and I haven't
worse
read
than the
entirely
McDonald's
ahead, but
chicken.
so far this is the only
But
mentioning of a
that's my
complete
position on
atheist
it. And
type
that's
system of secular
that type of
humanism,
thing
and
that
they're
people get
arguing that they're
where it comes from. Like,
that
do
fundamentalism and
you,
secular
my
humanism are on
audience,
the same level when
all
that
32 of
is
you, which a large number of you don't want to
false,
actually wind up watching the
and
videos,
it's drawing a
think that
false
boycotting
equivalency.
works. And I'm going to actually try to
Although
send this around a
the
little
writer of
bit.
this
Hope
book
some
would argue that
other
secular
people look into
humanism
it,
is damaging because it's
because
bringing
I
people away from
genuinely
God.
want to know in
Since
the
that is not
comments,
an actual
do you think
metric
boycotting
or
is an
something
effective way of
we need
getting
to
stuff
worry about,
done?
because
And would you be
there's no
willing
evidence to believe in God,
to
so
completely institute
that's not a morally repugnant thing to
boycotting
do.
something,
Where the
even
actions
though
of
it
fundamentalism, which
might
is
negatively
generally a
i-
strict
affect
sense of
your life
religious
in some way
control,
because you are boycotting this thing?
like fundamentalist Christians,
Now, I
like,
would like to think that I
oh, I
would, but
said
I
like way
already
too
know
many times.
based
My
on
apologies.
my current situation that I'm not exactly
Like
doing
for
it
instance,
very
the
well.
NIFB, the New Independent
And that's a
Fundamentalist
problem.
Baptists, who are
So if we're
advocating
going
for
to
the
boycott
death
stuff
penalty and or
do
genocide
other
for
things in relation
LGBTQ plus
to
people.
trying to move forward
That's
in
a
the
little bit
world and in our
different than, we
country
should
and trying
not
to
have to
get
worry. We
corporations
should
to do
treat
what we
people with
want,
respect,
boycotting is
not because
something we're
God
going to
says so,
have to
but
do.
because we're humans and that's how we should do
But
it.
if
And
we're
it's our
unwilling to
job as
do
humans
those
to take
things,
care of
like boycotting,
other
we
members of
won't
our
be able to
species.
achieve what is
I think
necessary,
that's not the same playing
which is
field.
why this is going to be a problem.
I mean, well,
Hence
it's
why I'm
not the
asking
same
you
side of the coin.
this
One is
question.
a
Are you
obviously
willing to
morally
boycott stuff you
repugnant thing to
use on a
do,
daily basis?
and I know I'm
Like, let's
pulling
say, for
um,
instance,
the NIFB as an extreme
you drive
example,
a
but
car
what's the furthest extreme we
and
can
you
go
care
to
so much about the
secular humanism?
environment that
Someone that
you
wants,
are worried about your gas emissions. Are
who
you
actively
willing to
wants people
go
to not
and
believe in God,
take the
and
bus or
then
walk to work
treats
or
them like they're
walk to
human?
school
Like,
or
that's
do
as
those types of
far.
things that
I
cost
I don't know
less
how far you can
in
take secular
emissions? Or are
humanism,
you
because
willing
in the
to
title it only
use
covers people
natural
who
gas or
think God isn't in the
propane
picture when coming to governmental, or at least in this
opposed to
case,
like petroleum
like
gasoline and
societal
oil,
problems,
because
and then
those
that
have less emissions? Or are
humanism,
you willing to move all the way to
like
electricity or do some kind of like combined thing
entirely
that
under
would
its
lead to
own
less emissions?
definition, anything that falls under that
Which
would
is like, that's hard and it gets more
wouldn't
expensive and that type
qualify
of
as
stuff.
something
But avoiding
equivalent to
oil
fundamentalist,
would help in that way. And I
fundamentalism
guess
or
boycotting
fundamentalist.
isn't even the right word for
And
this.
I would even
More like, are you
I wouldn't
willing to
argue that
remove
liberalism
things
and traditionalism aren't on
from
the same side
your
of the
daily
coin,
life?
but really their definition of
And you removing those
traditionalism in
things will
comparison to
negatively
liberalism
impact your
is,
life, but it
I
might, in the
find, a
grand
little
scheme of
bit
things,
flawed.
affect
They
some
definitely
cause
use
you are
the
for. Are
colloquial
you willing to do
terms
that?
of
And I
liberalism
would
and
like to say that
traditionalism,
I am,
kind of like
but I
how
don't know if I
conservative
am able
and
to. And I want to know
liberalism are misused in a lot of
if you
places,
are,
where historically
you,
conservatism
my
would mean
audience,
you just want
are
what is
in the
right
same
now what
boat
is
as
going
me,
on to
or if
to
you
stay the
guys are
same.
better people.
And if you want
And I would greatly
liberalism
appreciate
to
if you guys
if
wouldn't
you are a
lie.
liberal
I
or
will be
want
reading all the
liberalism,
comments. I read
you
all the
want
comments anyway,
changes. It
but I
doesn't
will read these
matter
comments
what the
and
changes are now.
I'll probably post
Currently
this to a
and
bunch of places on
colloquially, it
Reddit.
does
I
matter
don't
what the
know.
changes are,
But
and both
anyway,
conservatives
this
and
video was me just wondering. This was my
liberals and traditionalists and liberals all
video
want
for
different changes,
December,
different
the
types of
week of
change.
December of
But
17th to, I think it goes
even
to
that, I would argue, isn't exactly the same
16th
side
to
of
the
the coin, in the way
23rd.
that he argues fundamentalism and
Is
humanism,
it the
secular
23rd? Might be the
humanism. I should
22nd, because I think
clarify
23rd
that,
is a Monday.
because saying just humanism, that would
But
be
anyway, for this
kind of,
week,
that wouldn't be a straw man, but that would be
I hope you guys
misphrasing it.
enjoyed.
Secular
Please comment,
humanism is what
share
they're
this
arguing.
video.
But
I want
basically,
this
what I'm
video to be
trying to
really
point out
do
here,
well,
although not
so
phrasing it
I
very
can find out
eloquently,
if
is
people
that
are
the
with me on this. And then
comparison
also, you know what?
between
Can maybe even
more
a bigger
broad
deal is
atheism
send
and
this to
fundamentalism, and more specific to this
creators
textbook,
like myself,
in
because I don't
fundamentalism
exactly
and
have a
humanism
community.
isn't the same
Um,
because
like I don't speak with other
they're not
YouTubers.
part of a
Send this
horseshoe
to
like
them
bend
and
where right in the middle is the
see
best
if
place to be, and then
they
as you get to the
will make a
wings you get
video
more
on it.
extreme,
Because this
because
is
that's
like a
not how
genuine question I want to
society
know, and I
works.
think this
So
is
it being
important in some regards and many regards to actually
arguing that
figure
they are
out
the same or
in the
similar
United States
doesn't
as well
fit,
as the world in
because
general. Are
there's
people
no
willing to boycott stuff to make
for
the world a
secular
better
humanism
place?
there isn't
Or
anything
just
morally
remove those things from their
repugnant
lives if it
that
will
they do
positively infect the environment?
in the name of their belief system, where
And the
fundamentalism
one caveat
there
that
is.
I want
Like
to have
even
with this
theocratic
is
warfare, which is a concept
when it comes to
used by
pollution and
many
climate
cults, but
change
not just
itself,
cults, it's
w-
quite
um,
commonly
the
used by
biggest
many
problem for that
fundamentalist
and
groups
stuff
is
that's being
anything you do
released
that is
is
a sin
corporations.
in
So
support of the cause is no
boycotting
longer a
that kind of
sin.
thing, boycotting
Even like
like
to that
using
point,
gas and
though,
that
sin
type of
isn't an
stuff, and this
actual
is just
concept that means
a little
anything.
bit off topic,
In their
only
mind,
does
sin
so
is something
much
bad that no one should ever
because
do,
it
but they change it when
can
it's
only be so
fighting for
effective.
something else.
Now,
Or at least my
companies, on the
understanding of
other
what sin
hand,
is,
if we can get
based
companies
on
like
years of
any
study
clothing
and
company
forced study.
or gas
But
companies like
anyway, I
ExxonMobil to
hope
start limiting their
that makes
emissions
some
and
form of sense.
factories
Sorry
and
for the
different
extra long
power
one. This one's
plants to
about
limit their emissions and
11,
get rid
almost
of
12 minutes
those,
long. Have an
that will
amazing day.
actually more
Peace.
effectively decrease that. And for instance, in the fight for climate change, are you willing to sacrifice getting rid of nuclear energy to create a more not a more energy efficient and more climate friendly energy? Because though nuclear radiation is dangerous and horrible and can destroy stuff, it doesn't release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. That's the word I'm looking for. Ugh, this video is getting so long. I'm sorry about that. But are you willing to say, you know what, nuclear energy is okay, just get rid of the oil and coal and that kind of stuff, because that is what's really going to hurt us right now. Where as long as we can properly store nuclear energy, we'll be better off in the long run. And again, sorry for the background noise of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a great time making this. Again, please genuinely answer my question. Please send this to other YouTubers. Please send this to your friends and family. I want to know, try to get as broad of a perspective on this. And if I was going to actually do a video on this and thought it'd do well, I would have done this when I had a bigger platform. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. Romanist Atheist, out.